Oh, all right. I'm live. Okay. Um, Hello, everybody. This is my story from person in the universe, just talking about psychedelics and life and schizophrenia, psychosis, and how I basically ruined my whole life, but made my whole life better at the same time. Um, and first off, I'll start off by just saying it was when I was like 17. I was just, young, stupid at the time, and I was just like doing a bunch of psychedelics and like, I was just going crazy. I didn't know who I was, and that happens in our lives. We just don't know who we are, and like we find in the wrong group, we find to be in the wrong group, and then life just changes around. And that's what happens. That's what happened to me. So when I was like 17, I started smoking weed. Obviously, that's how it gets. Then randomly, one of my homies, I'm pretty sure, I don't really remember, was like, want to take acid and stuff. Like we know some dude. We found it like the weirdest way. I'm not gonna explain that story, but we found this acid plug in the weirdest way. And then we met up with him at the movie theater one time, and that's how it got my life just fully started. Um, yeah, when I was 17, I'm 18 now, so it's been not long. And then when I was 17, right when I was 17, like my birthday when I was 17, that was funny. Wait, yeah, exactly my 17th birthday, I dropped an acid tab. I remember that day. Everyone remembers the first acid trip, right? So I dropped it and I was just in my room, just having fun, that's what happens. And then, uh, and then I was like, oh, let me do it again. And then I had a few tabs for my birthday. I dropped one because I wasn't gonna go like two or three. I was smart at the time. I didn't drop like four at my first time. That's crazy. That's just automatically a bad trip. You know what I mean? So yeah, I did one, and then the next 2 days I did another one, and then the next 2 days I did another one. And let me tell you, after those months, September 2023, October, November, and then December, I all dropped acid there. At the time, a month of a week, I just drop acid, just keep on dropping it. And then when I got to December 2023, that's when it scarred me for my whole life, and that's how I live like this now. And mushrooms too, but yeah, um, it was in December 2023. I dropped like four and a half, but you might be like, oh, it's only four and a half. But then the next 2 days, like I just love the feeling so much. Like, God, I love the acid or whatever I was on. I don't know. I was red gel tabs. Never trusted paper tabs. And then I dropped the red gel tabs, and then the next day, the next night, I dropped two more tabs. That's what really messed me up. My brain really messed me up. My brain, I think. I still never know. I'm just guessing to this day, but I had to, right? It was a lot of acid. And then I guess what? I felt nothing. I didn't feel anything. I just looked into my eyes and I saw like infinity. Like nothing happened. But my four and a half tab acid trip, I tripped. Let me tell you, I tripped like I don't know exactly how many times, but like close to like around maybe like 20 times. It's like that, like around there. And every single one was in this room that I'm in right now. Every single one of them, alone at night, alone up. Every single time was in this room because I don't have anywhere. I don't have friends at the time. Like really, I'm not gonna trip at their house, and my mom just let me have sleepovers and stuff. And I just want to evolve myself spiritually. I'm not like everybody else, which is they want to look outside and be like, "Oh, it looks cool, cool visuals," and then what? Well, you just see cool visuals and that's it. That's not how really how psychedelics are supposed to be taken. You got to be fair with them. But I really went down a dark path of consciousness that I can never seem to escape now, and I'm sober for 9 months, right? Yeah, 9 months, and I think I'm gonna be sober for like the next like 5+ years, or depends how my life goes. like these strong. I did research on tryptamines, lysergamines, and how they affect your brain and the hippocampus and the cerebellum, and how like they affect. There's obviously no 100% science because the brain is the brain. No one knows what the brain is. You know what I mean? But yeah, I did the research I can just to help me out, just to see how they affected me. And it wasn't just the mind, too. It was just I don't remember the top of my head. The sex drive and the way you eat, blood circulation, and other stuff. Can't remember. Mostly it affects the mind, manifests the mind. But I also, let me tell you about my mushrooms experience. When I was 17, I took 9 grams of mushrooms. I took another 6 grams and another 6 grams, which I might have got laced with 4-ACO DMT, which is like a synthetic psilocybin mushroom psilocin thing. I don't know if you want to look it up. 4-ACO DMT. They were penis envy, but I didn't really trip like my other. I took like a bunch, 3 different other mushroom types, but that guy said it was penis envy. It was really big, a lot of them, and I have a picture of him, but it'd take me a while to find him. And it just, I don't know. 6 grams. I took 6 grams, and then that's the last time I took psychedelics for the rest of my life because, well, let me tell you, that trip, it wasn't even a trip. It was like life. It was like I wasn't tripping. It was all in my mind, right? It was just everything in my mind, no visuals, just everything in my mind. Just like I'm walking, doing the same thing over, and they're like a loop, playing a loop in my head of just doing this every second, every day, until like infinity, every second, at the date, at the time, on a Tuesday, on a month. It was like I can't even explain it. It was like the weirdest stuff ever. Like it was just life. It wasn't even a trip because life is the trip. You know what I mean? I think it was 4-ACO DMT because those were not mushrooms. Because I had really good other mushrooms like on ghost fungi, golden teachers. I had good experiences on. Yeah, golden teachers. I had really good experiences on. That's a mushroom I recommend because there's a bunch of different type of mushroom fungi that just grow everywhere in the world, and they affect your experience by which mushroom. People don't know that the different type of mushroom you take can change your whole experience, and I mean whole experience. And that's what happened to me. Every mushroom, I took 3 or 4 different mushroom types, and then I had a different experience on all of them. Ghost fungi was my favorite one. Ghost fungi was my favorite one, but most dangerous one. Yeah. So let me get in depth. So in December 2023, the end, this is what the psychosis led. December 29th or 28th, the 29th, I took 4.5 tabs, and then the 30th, I took another 2.5 tabs. And guess what? January 9th, 2024, I took 6 grams of mushrooms too. And right after taking all those tabs, I don't know what the hell was wrong with me, man. 17 years old at the time. Like I feel like life is going to get better because God can save me. I started to believe in God more. And like ever since I was sober, like I just wanted to be led into something that just can save me because I feel like I literally have schizophrenia. And people say, oh, you don't know you have it. But you really do know you have it. I don't understand why people say that. It's easy. When you don't think chronologically like a normal human, and you don't perceive anything like how everyone else does. That's obviously like delusions. I did research on schizophrenia. The whole definition of schizophrenia is how I live, literally. I got put on meds. I got put on olanzapine. I got put on Abilify, which did nothing. Fucking I have schizophrenia. I'm diagnosed with psychosis and delirium 100%, but psychiatrists just don't diagnose schizophrenia. You know what I mean? Like it's got to be like rare case. But psychosis is basically schizophrenia, just another type. But yeah, man, it just the worst thing ever. Like I'm just can never go back to normal time. Like almost every day I live, I just look at myself and be like, I'm just trapped here in time. I'm just trapped in a body and just trapped in flesh. And but that destines me to greatness. And be like, I have a purpose. I know what I gotta do. I have this very vivid perception of who I want to be and who I am gonna be. And I just want to destine to greatness and to God, or most likely God is what I believe in. Because I feel like there has to be something. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna get so far into that. But that's how I live. That's how I am, because most divine God there is, Jesus and stuff. But and it started my really psychosis and schizophrenia. It started when I got a brain injury fall. So that's what really led to it. To be honest, it was the psychedelics, but I got a brain injury fall. Like I fell and I have a scar on my head, but in the back of my head right here, and a little bit when they put staples in my head. So it was I got laced with the cart or something. I don't know. And then I greened out. I blacked out, not greened out. There's a difference between greening out and blacking out. I blacked out and went to the ER. And I was like reliving a whole acid trip again. There's like an acid and mushroom trip in one. It was the weirdest thing. The chemical was still somewhere in like my tryptamine or something. And then like I was like tripping again or something. It was crazy. It was these chemicals, these LSD chemicals or psilocybin. I don't know which one. I took both. If you take a high dose, they last in your tryptamine and your lysergines or your neurons. They last for a while. It depends on the dose you take. So be careful with the dose, especially at a young age. I took it at 17, man. 17. Brain doesn't stop developing to 25, most likely, sure. But yeah, man, I'm gonna ruin my whole life with that. I'm just trying to make myself better. I don't smoke weed anymore. I don't need weed anymore. But my whole life changed around. I'm at college, just trying to make the best of it. Reading Carl Jung, reading a Carl Jung book that just makes me feel better. It's just so hard to like the perception I have of like everyone on social media and like humans, like a deafened perception of what God gave me. But there's like it empowers you in such a way that you never thought you could have, but it tests you out of everyone that you see and who you want to be with. And I realized like all the people around me and who is actually understands me, because every person that you let me tell you some really deep stuff. Every person that you meet in life, just think about it. So from birth to now, not one of those people understand 100% about you. Not even yourself can understand yourself. And what I mean by that, just all your friends, like, yeah, they can be your friends growing up, you hang out, but if they're not texting you, saying how you feeling, how you doing, understanding you with a deep spiritual connection, they are not your friend. And let me tell you that if that's happening right now, especially women, if they're not doing that, trust me, cut them off. Learn from that. I can make videos if I get views. I don't know. I'm just making a random video on psychosis, schizophrenia. Just hope someone can connect with me here, because I know there's a human in this reality that just can understand me on higher tens of consciousness and thinking. And I know there's someone out there, and I will definitely find somebody that just can help me out. I don't want to make this video too long because I don't know if anyone's even going to watch it. Probably make it max 20 minutes. But yeah, like I was saying, it tests your perception, just of everything, of yourself, your insecurities. That's the thing about these psychedelics. You gotta be careful because they test your insecurities. They test everything about you, on what you love, what you like, what you hate, how you feel about them. It pushes your emotions even forward. It's really careful, and some people can't handle it. Like I see people all the time, and I'd be like, they need an ego death. Like people I'm talking to on Xbox, I'm like, wow, they're really acting like that. How far deep are they into their rot of hell? Like I see it right through what the person is. It's kind of easy, but it's kind of hard at the same time. But yeah, man, what I'm doing to recover being sober, number one. Um, Staying off medication. I don't know if I'll get back on it. I got off of it because side effects. I grew a bunch of pimples and stuff. I don't remember what else. I think I was like eating hella. Exactly, don't remember everything. But right, everything. But yeah, I'm on medication for, let me see, like almost 5 months now. I'd say 5 months, right? I don't remember exactly, but I know it was December last year, 2024. But yeah, I just had to open up saying to my mom, I'm going insane. Like, help me. Like I don't know what this chemical did to my brain. Man, it's like I just want you can be a normal human again, but I can't. I can't even be normal. I don't even know what normal is. I just question everything that I see and I be and feel. And it's just so hard, man. I never stop thinking. Like my brain thinks every single, like almost every single second throughout the day. My brain needs to take a cool down switch or something, like switch it off. That's just something about my like I don't know exactly. I don't do like all research all day every day, but my brain just moves so fast and thinks so fast. Man, I only even science can't explain it. I just want to be get into philosophy and stuff and just be smart, be aware of myself, to see where life brings me. I'm destined just to do something great. But yeah, man, I really ruined my life with those drugs. In that fall, I fell glass scar right here. Um, Probably gonna be there for the rest of my life. Who knows? Probably, and it's I have to live with that. It's my fault. Everything is a lesson. Everything that you do, you evolve. Every day that you live is evolving your brain into the person that you want to be. Because this brain is the learning book of of what we're made with. This brain and this world and evolving the trees and the nature. Just let it just bring you peace and divine being of who you want to be. And I just learned that a lot about myself. And, you know, life is getting I'm really liking life. Like, it's amazing. I'm starting my job at college, like I said. Just getting closer with people in my college. It's pretty cool, man. I'm having a good life. But I'm going to end it off here. I might make videos. I make videos if you want to see my other videos. But I might post. I usually post videos once in a while, like once every 2 months or once every like 3 months or something like that. But if I get views, I'll be posting a lot, you know. So leave any questions you have about like consciousness, schizophrenia, psychedelics, just philosophy, anything, man. I'm here to talk. You know, lots of people don't like opening up and they don't care. But you talk to me. Anybody watching this, just talk to me about anything, man. I don't anything about your life. I'm interested. I promise. So just let me know. I'm help. I'm in this really critical scariest mental condition in the whole entire world, and I have to live like this. And I just probably need someone to talk to as a friend, or just need anybody just to be friends with, or just to talk to. So just leave a comment. Let me know how you have a question. But I hope everybody just learned something. Like I said, I might make another video, but bye everybody. I'll probably make another video soon. Have a good one.